Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a pina colada cake, or otherwise known as a cream of coconut cake. This is something really easy and simple, and you can just whip it up in like an hour flat. It's really easy. It's best if you prepare it the day before though. So I'm going to be using this for my Thanksgiving meal tomorrow, but I'm going to be making it today so it can sit in the refrigerator overnight and it'll be really good tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy making this cake, and comment below. The things that you're going to need for this is a white cake mix, and you're just going to follow the directions and make this on the back. So this one needs 3 egg whites, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and 1 1/4 cups of water. So I'll be following this. The instructions on the back say 350 to bake it. And then you're also going to need sweetened condensed milk. I'm using the fat-free brand because I bought this by accident, and I'm just going to use 1/4 cup less of this plus this when I make it so that it won't be too sweet. You're also going to need the cream of coconut Coco Lopez. This will be found, I found this at Walmart in the alcohol section because it's used to make pina coladas. So if you're having trouble finding it, go there first. Alright, and then you're also going to need a bowl, a whisk, measuring cups and measuring spoons, sweetened coconut flakes, or you can use the fresh frozen coconut flakes, and also a baking pan. Those are the things that you will need. Now let's begin. Okay, you guys, you're going to need one more ingredient to make this cake. I forgot to mention earlier, but you're going to need Cool Whip or whipped cream. I'm using Cool Whip because it's going to be refrigerated and you want this nice fluffy stuff to go on the top. I have 16 ounces, which is 2 containers, 8 ounces a piece. You are going to need this to make your cake. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make your cake box mix. And so you're just going to open it and follow the directions on the back. This says to preheat the oven to 350. And it's going to, and you need a 13 by 9 pan, which is what I'm using, that you're going to put some cooking oil spray in before you put it in the oven. And I think you bake this one to about 29-34 minutes. And I'm just using a whisk to mix this up. So you're going to add, I'm adding the water according to the back of the package. This could be different for you guys. 3 egg whites and 1/3 cup of oil. Then you're just going to want to mix this together. Then put it in the oven to bake it. While your cake is baking, you're going to want to mix this sweetened condensed milk . Just let it all pour out. This stuff's really thick, so just be patient. If you don't want to be patient, you can grab a spoon or a spatula and scrape it out of the jar. You're going to need a spoon anyways, so you might as well get one dirty now. Alright, once you've got a majority of your sweetened condensed milk out of the jar, then you're going to add your cream of coconut to this mixture and mix it up and then set it aside. Don't worry if it looks a little strange. It's supposed to. Alright, so just mix this up really nicely. Kind of fold it because it's one's like really liquidy and one's like an icing. The milk is like an icing texture, so you kind of want to fold this together so that it combines really nicely. Yeah, there it goes. Then once it kind of gets together, you can mix it. Alright, so it should look kind of like this. It should be this consistency. Then you're going to want to set this aside until your cake is finished baking, and then I will show you what to do from there. As soon as your cake comes out of the oven, you want to do the next step, which is called forking the cake. So you're going to literally take a fork and you're going to jab it all throughout the cake in like lines like this, so that when you pour this cream mixture over your cake, it soaks in. That's what you want to happen. And I have a little bit more here. I usually don't use this whole thing. I only use about a fourth I leave about 1/4 of a cup in the container. If you want to, when you make it, you can scoop out 1/4 of a cup, or you can just eyeball it with your eyes and make sure that it's not looking too soggy, because you don't want to have a soupy cake. You just want to have it being moist, and you want it to soak up this flavor of this cream of coconut and the sweet condensed milk. Okay, so I'm going to begin forking my cake. You want to be kind of gentle because you don't want to ruin it by jabbing it all over the place. Same time, no one's going to see it, so kind of be proficient. Alright. You don't have to go in order. You just kind of want these all over the cake so that this creamy mixture will soak all the way down through the cake. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Now, I'm going to pick up my sleeves and we're going to pour this over the cake. Kind of remix it a little bit. And here we go. I'm going to pour it. Kind of want to cover the cake with it. Kind of just eyeball it. You do not want this being too soggy. It will be nasty then. Alright, I think I'm going to stop right there. Alright, and now you're just going to let this thing sit right here until it has cooled down. I'm going to move mine to a flat surface so that it evenly soaks up the juices, which is going to be way over here. Alright, and once this thing has cooled completely, then you're going to put the Cool Whip on the top and the shaved coconut flakes. But I'll show you how to do that too. You won't let this thing cool completely before you even try to do that next step. So probably about an hour, hour and a half. You want it to be like you've let it set for a good little while. And I'll show you guys the next step when my cake has finished cooling. Now that my cake is cool to the touch, I'm going to put the Cool Whip on the top of the cake and then sprinkle coconut shavings over top of that, or flakes, whatever you like to call them. Alright, so just kind of, you want to kind of give this stuff time to thaw out so it's kind of creamy, because you don't want to pick up pieces of your cake when you're doing it. There we go. This is why I got 2 containers, because I wasn't sure how much I was going to need. And I guess if you really want to pile on the whipped cream, you can get 3 containers, but I think 2 will be plenty. But it's just personal taste. It's one of those things you're just putting on this is the top part of the cake, and this is the best part, really. Yeah, 2 containers you definitely need to. See how much I have left of me. Really uncovered the cake. Man, I love whipped cream. So good. Alright, as you can see, I have finished icing my cake. I only use like a little bit from the second container, so if you aren't going to put that much, like stack it really high on the cake, which if I pick mine up, you can kind of see the layers of whipped cream right there. That's about how thick I did it, and that was only with 1 8-ounce container and a little dollop from the second container. So if you just want 1, I think you can suffice with 1. I got 2 just in case, and it really depends. If you want to make it a thick foam of whipped cream on the top, then you are fine to use more, but I only used the 1 and a little bit from the second one. Alright, so now we're going to take the coconut flakes, and you want to put them in a bowl first to kind of break them loose when you're trying to sprinkle them on the cake, because you don't want them all stuck together. And this is one of those things you want to eyeball also, or preference. You know, if you like a lot of coconut, then you could put a lot more than I might put. You know, it's just different for everybody. So we're just going to sprinkle this on the top of the cake, like so. Make sure you break all the little pieces up. You don't want it to be, kind of break it in the bowl with your hands first. And then just richly put it on the cake, but not so much that it's like choking on coconut, you know. Make sure you get it everywhere. One bag was 14 ounces at my local Walmart, and that's not, I mean, I barely used any, and I'm almost covered the whole cake, so you should only need about one bag. You can get the smaller size. You shouldn't need much at all to do this. Just make sure you break up these clumps, like I said, because they're kind of powdery, and sugar, they got sugar on them. And you don't want like a big clump, because I don't think it would taste that good. Make sure you get all over the edges. Hope you guys have enjoyed making this cake just as much as I did. Please let me know if you like what I'm doing by hitting like and subscribe. Please come back, visit my channel. I'd really love to do this, and I just need to know that I've got supporters out there. All right, you guys have a great day.